This is the brief on Mu Chen's dramatic challenge to the Futu ancient clan. Okay, so we're jumping into this really intense moment where Mu Chen just totally upends things with this powerful ancient clan. He beats a key opponent, right? But instead of taking the win, he instantly escalates everything to rescue his captive mother, King Yangjing. So how did this blow up so big? Well, three things really stand out here. First off, Mu Chen shows off some, frankly, astounding strength and then immediately flips them off. He manages this victory against a veteran master something folks thought was basically impossible for someone at his, lower power level. And he doesn't stop there. He publicly calls the clan's big shot elder, Futu Qian, an old geezer, and declares that he and his mother, they're cutting all ties. Done. Finished with the Futu ancient clan. Second, this whole mess immediately brings in backup, like supreme-level backup. Just as the clan moves to grab Mu Chen, these really powerful figures arrive. You got Yao Chen, a top-tier master, and Lin Diao, who rules the super-strong Wu realm. Now their territories? They're on par with the major ancient clans. So yeah, this family dispute, it's suddenly looking like a potential war between three massive forces. And finally, this arrival perfectly sets up Mu Chen's calculated move. See, when Elder Futu Qian kind of brushes off these new guys' authority, Lin Diao and Yao Chen instantly work together, unleashing this artifact called the Eight Divinities Glass Bowl. It's a supreme divine weapon, and they use it to trap only Futu Qian, basically taking the clan's strongest leader off the board. Turns out, this was Mu Chen's plan, which leaves him facing the other elders alone, just as he activates some kind of huge, mysterious formation. Yeah, it's a super high-stakes gamble that leaves Mu Chen ready to take on the whole Futu clan hierarchy, showing some incredible nerve and power.
This is the brief on the latest confrontation in The Great Ruler, specifically episode 582. So this episode dives right into Mu Chen's absolutely audacious plan to rescue his mother, King Yangjing. She's basically being held by her own powerful family, the Futu ancient clan, right? And Mu Chen decides to challenge their very strongest fighters, these elite cultivators called Tianjizhen. We've got three key takeaways showing how he just flipped the whole situation on its head. First, and this is a big one, Mu Chen somehow gains control of the clan's protective array. You know, this huge, ancient defense system? Everyone thought it was unbreakable, even by the top-tier Sheng-level cultivators. Turns out, he used a little jade strip with his blood essence, planted earlier by an ally. Pretty smart, huh? Second, he doesn't waste a single second. He immediately turns that array power against two arrogant clan elders, Qian Guang and Mo Tong. He just summons these giant spiritual energy mountains, they call them Kun Ling, and slams them down. These guys went from treating Mu Chen like dirt to being totally panicked real fast. Finally, here's the really brilliant part, the hidden goal. Mu Chen knew he probably couldn't win a long fight against the Grand Elder, Futu Qian, who's a true Sheng-level powerhouse. So that spectacular battle? It was mostly a massive distraction. While the big boss was busy, Mu Chen used his connection to the array to find his mother locked away in a pagoda, telling her he was there to take her home. It was just a masterful strategy, proving sharp thinking and good prep can definitely outplay sheer, arrogant power. This is the brief on that wild confrontation at the Futu clan involving Mu Chen. Okay, so picture this. A super high-stakes standoff, right? You've got the young Mu Chen trying desperately to fight off this overwhelmingly powerful elder, Futu Qian. But then, boom, the whole battle shifts because a way more formidable and very unexpected champion arrives. First up, Mu Chen's defenses, yeah, they were pretty much useless against Futu Qian. Now, this elder is a heavenly sovereign, a veteran powerhouse, top tier. Even though Mu Chen was inside a protective formation, Futu Qian's attacks, especially this crazy black and white rotating wheel, just pulverized Mu Chen's biggest countermoves. The elder was seconds away from grabbing him. Then, second point, the whole fight just gets derailed. Why? Because Mu Chen's mother, King Yangjing, shows up out of nowhere. Like, literally tears the dimension open and just neutralizes Futu Qian's attack. And it turns out she holds this title that's even rarer than his. She's a saint-rank spiritual array grandmaster. That means insane power over these arrays. And finally, driven purely by wanting to protect her son, right? King Yanjing unleashes her full saint rank array power. We're talking 9 suns and golden crow fire, trapping the heavenly sovereign. It ends with these 9 drops of golden lava, so incredibly potent they actually burn Futu Qian's body. He's furious, forcing him to escalate big time by summoning the clan's ultimate relic, the Ancestral Pagoda. So, bringing out that ancient power? Yeah, the fight for Mu Chen's future has now reached a whole other, truly cataclysmic level. This is the brief on the Great Ruler, Heaven Emperor's rivalry, tackling the high-stakes political showdown in Chapter 584. Okay, so let's jump right into the thick of it. We're talking about this huge internal clash within the Futu ancient clan, one of the really powerful families in the Great Thousand Worlds. Things got super intense when their leader, Grand Elder Futu Can, actually used the clan's ultimate weapon against Qing Yanjing. That's Mu Chen's mother, right? Who'd been, well, pretty unfairly imprisoned. This was basically a fight for the clan's whole future. So, first up, the confrontation just exploded. Futu Can pulls out the big guns. He summons the Ancestral Pagoda. Now, think of this thing as the clan's strongest trump card, okay? It's absolutely terrifying. Even the most powerful cultivators fear it. It's pretty much supposed to guarantee a win. But then, and this is a massive twist, Qin Yanjing just stops it, dead in its tracks. And then she takes control of it. Turns out, while she was locked away, she'd actually communicated with the spirits of the clan's ancestors inside the pagoda. She told them how Futu Can was mismanaging things, playing favorites, causing the clan to weaken. And guess what? They listened. They basically handed control over to her. And finally, here's the real kicker. According to Futu clan rules, whoever commands the Ancestral Pagoda is the Grand Elder. That's the top spot. So, with the ancestors clearly siding against him, Futu Can, well, he didn't have much choice, did he? He had to step down, go into seclusion. Qing Yanjing is now the undisputed leader. This immediately ends the family conflict and, gives her son Mu Chen a huge status upgrade across the entire Great Thousand Worlds. With Qing Yanjing running the show now, expect some major shakeups in the Futu clan. And, those families who are against her, they're probably facing some uncertain times.
This is the brief on the conclusion of the Futu clan's bloodline assembly. Okay, so this episode, it's all about the high-stakes aftermath. We're talking Mu Chen's status flipping completely, some really important alliances getting locked in, and a huge power-up that changes things across the entire Great Thousand World. We've got 3 key takeaways for you. All right, first up, Mu Chen's new standing and alliances. His mother, Qing Yanjing, now officially Grand Elder of the Futu clan, one of the big 5 ancient clans. Instantly, Mu Chen goes from ignored relative to getting serious respect, kind of like a top-tier saint stage master. And Qing Yanjing uses this clout to forge a defensive pact with legends like the Fire Emperor, Xiao Yan, and the Martial Emperor, Lin Dong. Big move against the Dimensional Demon Empire. Second, Mu Chen gets access to the Ancestral Pagoda aura. Think of it as a big sorry from the clan. His mom lets him tap into the Ancestral Pagoda, the clan's ultimate heirloom, a super powerful artifact. It's taken down 3 god-level demon emperors. Mu Chen uses this ancient aura to boost his own artifact, the Buddha Pagoda. Finally, this power infusion? Massive results. Mu Chen's cultivation jumps up, hitting the middle spiritual stage. Even bigger deal? His Buddha Pagoda gets a major upgrade fortified right to the peak immortal stage level, making it one of the strongest weapons out there now. With this done, Mu Chen and his mom head back home to the Northern Heavens territory. So Mu Chen secured his place, teamed up with legends, and now he's got a legendary weapon. His path forward, it's set.